Hey everybody, it's time for us to begin writing. So this packet contains guidelines, essay standards, lets you know how I'm going to grade the different mini essays that we'll be writing. As well, there's an example paper, the example paper graded and then revised. So this kind of gives you an idea of what's expected, the different expectations. And by the way, a lot of people say, gosh, what's going on with this, Mr. K? And just want to let everybody know that true, I have high expectations and I know that you can reach them. So this is just part of this. Let everybody know what's expected. So this first page, that you see on your screen right now and the packet deals with the evaluation, what's expected for an A paper, a B paper, C paper, and so forth. You'll notice that first thing mentioned is the main idea should be clear and direct. And by clear and direct, what that means is that it's not an Agatha Christie novel. It's not a mystery. In academic writing, the point is to deliver information. You don't want the reader to guess or try to figure out what it is that you're writing. In addition, you always want to have quotes. That's your evidence for your claim. And please be mindful of the word count. As well, spend time proofreading and revising your paper. Then you'll notice here that all the different major errors are listed out. And if anybody ever has a question about grammar or anything, please feel free to give me a call, send me an email or a message, or drop by the office. Let me know what I can do to help. So for all the different papers, they're going to have a prompt. In other words, something that will spur the writing. So here, discuss the significance of lines 88 through 111 of Tintern Abbey, which begin, for I have learned to look on nature, not as in the hour of thoughtless youth, but hearing oftentimes the still sad music of humanity. So that's the purpose. So the purpose in writing is, what's significant about this passage that begins with those lines? Now, next, what we have is paper from Jimbo. So go ahead and read through this paper, right? And then, based upon the grading standards, go ahead and, put some comments down here without looking any further. And then we'll come back and we'll kind of talk about this first paper. Okay, so now, taking a look here at the title, Essay of William Wordsworth. Boy, that's just poor. It doesn't really tell us anything about the content of the essay. It doesn't pique our interest. This it's just not good. Now, please, unless you're specifically asked to include biographical information on the writer, don't do it. Don't do it. So what's happening here is that Jimbo is really not only having a really weak start, he's wasting words. Then, towards the end of this first paragraph, right, giving us an opinionated claim, I really, personally, I have a fondness for lyrical ballads. I think it's a really, really good book. But to claim that it's the greatest book of poems ever, we do. And if we look at, there's no main idea here, right? This is everything, this first paragraph here. Jimbo is just wasting words. There's nothing good going on in here. Nothing good. So if we wanted to, we could kind of, we could just kind of go in here and just go like this to everything in here, because there's nothing worth saving in there. Nothing. Now if we look at how the paper continues, in this poem are important passages, including lines 88 through 111. What is important about them, right? What's important about these lines? Okay. Oh, look, what's Jimbo doing here, right? It looks like Jimbo's starting to get on track. These lines reveal a change that has occurred within Wordsworth. Okay, then seems like he's pulling himself on track here. But now, whoops, do y'all see how this quote is just thrown in here? Right? It's not connected. You know, you always want to use a signal phrase so that a quote is pulled in and connected to a sentence. There's no citation in here to let us know what the line numbers are. Then further down, Jimbo's doing some kind of borderline writing here, right? Is this like getting a new haircut? This is really not an appropriate example for college writing. Again, he just throws the quote in here. Do y'all see that? Quote must be part of a sentence. There's no citations. Oh, it's just not looking good. Then, in this next paragraph, Jimbo is doing something that is very bad. What is Jimbo doing that's very bad? Jimbo is asking the reader questions. Never ask the reader questions. Then, y'all see Jimbo says perhaps, maybe. Well, now if you're writing to express an idea. It really doesn't look like Jimbo's got his ideas nailed down. So, word count 258. Come on, man. 300's the target. Don't stop short. So, what's Jimbo's grade? It's a hard F. Why? People saying, oh no, why? I didn't think it was that bad. It was that bad. There's no clear main idea. The writing prompt, not properly addressed and explored. Jimbo has problems with his quotes. It's a poor title. There's really not much right going on here. Now, what we have below, right, this is a good paper. Now, one thing I would like to point out briefly is a good structure for writing these 300-word essays is that if you were to take a bird's eye view of a 300-word essay, what it has a clear and brief main idea, just 1 to 2 sentences. Then you're going to have one paragraph of discussion, then another paragraph of discussion, and then the closing. And the closing, just like the opening, is brief, just 1 to 2 sentences. So if we were to pull back and take a bird's eye view of it, this is what it looks like. Pull back, there we go. Right? Skinny, fat, fat, skinny. This is what we want. This is what we want. This is good. So now let's zoom in and look at what Jimbo did. Look at the title here. What has Jimbo done? The New Vision of Tintern Abbey. Why is this better? Well, it's interesting. What's this new vision? What are we writing about Tintern Abbey? Yeah, that's a strong revision there that Jimbo has done. Look at his main idea. You see how it's pointed, clear, and direct? It's a clear response to the writing prompt. Lines 88 through 111 of Tintern Abbey reveal the growth of Wordsworth from adolescence into adulthood, as well as acquiring of a new vision that yields a sense of the sublime. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice, Jimbo. Now, inside these 2 nice body paragraphs, you'll notice, do you see how these quotes are part of a sentence, right? They have a seamless transition in there. And then here we have the citation, right? Again, here we have a quote cited, and it's part of the sentence. Now you'll notice that the quotes are brief. You notice how the quotes are not taking over the essay, right? So again, see how this quote, it's part of a sentence. There's my citation. Do you see I'm using the quotes as little bits of evidence, right? Part of a sentence, citation, part of a sentence. It's flowing. Oh, Jimbo's doing such a good job here with his writing. He's addressing the prompt. He's explaining. It's got really good flow. It quotes everything. It's pieced together. And then what do we see at the end, right? Jimbo is ending. He's restating his main idea and wrapped it up. And then look at that. Boom. Yes. Another happy emoji. Look at that word count. Right within the target range. So I always tell people that generally when you sit down and write, your draft is going to look like this, and that's okay. Just take that draft and keep working it and keep polishing it till you get this nice, smooth, revised essay. So as we move forward through the rest of the papers for the class, if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. So good luck with everybody.